Hey, how you doing?
Good, and yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. How have you been since our last session?
I've been well.
Good. Um, as I would like to reiterate, this is completely between us. Everything that we talk about is completely confident. I'm sorry, covered in confidentiality circumstances. Um, so anything that we say does remain in the context of this room. So today our topic is feeling stuck. Have you ever felt yourself not being able to get over something, whether it be something of the past, something that just happened that you can't see yourself getting over soon?
A while back, probably about I would say 2 years ago, I lost a good friend of mine, and since then it's been hard. I still haven't accepted the fact that he's gone, and I probably will never see him again until the time comes for me. So that's been hard to get over and accept. So I would say that's the only situation that I've really been stuck in as far as what to do, how to control my emotions, the next step to take, how to cope with the situation, stuff like that.
Have you ever considered talking to a friend about it, talking to a counselor about it, or is this your first time ever bringing it up?
No, I actually discuss it with our mutual friends often. We all sit around and talk about it and um, laugh and stuff about the good times that we had with him. Just trying to remember and keep his name alive. But all of us, it's kind of hard for all of us to accept the fact that he's no longer here.
And how long ago was this?
2 years ago.
Okay. Do you feel yourself getting better from it, or do you feel like you're still in that same exact position?
Being as though my last conversation with him wasn't how I really wanted to go. I'm just now getting to the point where I'm like, okay, well, maybe I wouldn't say I'm stuck anymore. I've kind of accepted it and moved on from it. But it's always going to be there, and it's always going to be in the back of my head. So I'm actually getting better at dealing with the situation. I'm able to celebrate with people about it and go see his gravesite and stuff like that. But I've grown from the situation, but it's still there.
Did he leave, and was it all of a sudden out of the
all of a
type
sudden?
thing?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind me asking, how did he pass away?
He got pushed off a bridge.
He got pushed off of a bridge?
Yes.
So he was murdered?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Were you guys friends for a while?
All throughout high school.
Okay. All throughout high school?
Mm-hmm.
And when did he pass away? You said, what, your junior year?
My junior year of high school, yeah.
Um, hmm. Shit. So, do you remember your best memory of him? Oh, what was his name? I'm sorry.
Christopher.
Do you remember his best memory?
I do. My best memory with him, I would have to say, within a week of his death, a group of friends of mine and all of us, we had attended a party. And we went to the party, and of course, the typical everyone was drinking, laughing, and just, sharing, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And I had wanted to take a picture. I always want to take pictures, lasting memories. And I tried to take a picture with one of my other friends, and Chris kept trying to jump in the picture, and I was like, no, I'll get a picture with you later. Mm-hmm. And me and my friend actually ended up taking the picture, and I never got a chance to take my picture later with Christopher. So I would have to say that's like my best memory with him, is because like he kept saying, you never know when you're going to see me again. You never know when you're going to see me again. Mm-hmm. And I never saw him again after that night. But that night, it was like, I got so many hugs from him, and we just had a good time.
Is this your first time talking about this?
Discussing it to a T, yes, it is my first time talking about it. I usually don't like to discuss it with other people, especially people that didn't know him, because they can't really relate
Mm.
or understand how his close friends or his siblings or like his mom or somebody felt in the situation.
Mm.
Especially being as if, like, you know, if a person passed and your last memory with them is them saying you probably won't never see me again, it's hard. So I try to say to myself, I do talk about it with my friends that experience the same thing as me. You know, we all get together and we talk about the good times we had with him and how we wish he was still here, and we hold like events and host parties and stuff at his grave site. Uh, on his 1 year anniversary, he has his own day, so we usually celebrate that and just all come together. But other than that, I don't really like to discuss it with people that can't relate, because I feel like it doesn't do justice. Even though it's an outlet to talk to people about stuff like that, it won't help.
Have you ever tried to talk to your mom or your dad or a sibling of yours?
When it first took place, I did go to my mom as a support system, just because I know I can depend on her.
Mm-hmm.
She did support me through my loss, but she didn't know him, so again, she couldn't really relate. Like, all she could do was support me in mourning my loss, but she couldn't really like give me any feedback or advice on how to deal with it. She had never lost a friend,
Mm-hmm.
so it was hard for her to understand. You know, she had lost siblings, but Christopher wasn't my sibling. He was just a friend of mine. So I feel like if he was a sibling, it would have been harder. I would have taken it harder. But I'm glad my mom was there to, you know, give me the little bit of support that she could give me, being as though she never lost a friend.
Mm-hmm. And talking to your mom, would you say that helped you, or would you say that it hurt you?
I would say it was a more so neutral thing. It didn't really help me in the beginning. It helped just, you know, be able to let some of my emotion out, you know, to get the crying out, the talking how I felt, and the questions. But she didn't have answers to my questions. She couldn't really wipe my tears, so it wouldn't. I wouldn't say it hurt me, but it didn't help me in a sense neither. It was just so neutral. It was good. It was positive.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that.
Okay. And what about talking to your friends? Would that help you, or does it?
When I do talk to my friends that were also mutual friends of ours, it does help, you know, because we enjoy each other and we tend to laugh a lot about stuff because he was such a goofy person. So when we put all of our memories together, it's like we can all picture him doing certain things, and we can actually relate to each other's experiences. So that's always good to be able to vent to each other.
Even after 2 years, you guys still keep in contact with
Yes, we
your
do
friends?
actually. He has his own day, so we meet on his own day. We meet on his birthday. We always meet on Christmas, which was his favorite holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And just if everyone, you know, not everyone, but a good amount of people has a Saturday, we just all meet at his gravesite and, you know, just kind of get together and fellowship.
Okay. And you said that you got a lot better. You became a lot better since the day that he passed away. What exactly helped you to become at the level that you are now?
I would just say time. Time, you know, they say time heals not all but most wounds. And I just had to learn to, you know, let things happen. Everything happens for a reason, and I had to accept that. Um, I became stronger in the sense it opened my eyes to a lot. It taught me a couple lessons. You can't really trust everyone that you're around.
Mm-hmm.
That also helped me, you know, become a stronger person. And as a whole, just losing him, it opened my eyes to a lot. I became more appreciative in a sense. So all of that has helped me, you know, become a stronger person. And
so he helped you out in the long.
yeah.
Okay. Did you ever get the chance to speak with his family, or have you ever met other friends that you never knew of his?
He knew quite a few people. So I've in this process of him passing, from the funeral to the fellowships, the parties, all of that, I've met a lot of people that I didn't know. Um, he was friends with, but as far as his parents and siblings, we did after the funeral. We went to his house, and everyone just, you know, mourned with his mom and sent our condolences and stuff. So I met his mother before he had passed, but after he had passed, you know, we made it, a point to speak with her and make sure if she ever needs anything that she knows she could come to his friends for.
You guys still can keep in contact with his mom?
Yes, we do actually. Yes. She tends to contact us on social networks, but most of the time when we gather at his grave, most of the time she's there.
Would you say that that's the closest friend that you lost?
Well, that's the only friend that I've lost. So Christopher was not my closest friend, but being as though he's my only friend that I've lost, I guess I could say that's the closest friend that I lost.
Have you ever had a friend that you not necessarily lost as the same way as Christopher, but a different way, as in you guys just broke apart or
a relationship almost? Actually, yes. My third grade best friend. She had become sick when we were in third grade, and I was by her side through it all, and we were really, really close until we got to high school, and our relationship kind of changed because our personalities went in different directions. We started to engage in different activities, and that was one of my strongest friendships. We still talk to this day, but our friendship just isn't as strong as it was. So, in a sense, I don't feel like I lost her, but I do feel like I lost a good portion of her, and I lost her support.
Has that still affected you to this day?
Once again, I would have to say it would be more so of a positive effect because it's taught me, be careful who you put your all into, your trust, and, just always gotta watch your back. So
the way that you guys ended, was it a very bad way, or did you guys break apart?
No, it wasn't bad at all. It was a distance thing. Like we went from talking every day to, I would say maybe talking 2-3 times a week to once a week, and then it got to the point where we would just text each other like, "Hey, hope everything's okay. Hope you're doing well." Then we ended up going to the same high school, so we would see each other every day, give a hug, laugh, but it still wasn't the same. Like we weren't talking as much as we used to. We weren't discussing the same things. You could tell our trust in each other had kind of, split apart. So just from there, everything seemed to just go downhill.
Was it a reason why you guys stopped trusting each other?
I just more so didn't trust her because I didn't talk to her as much. So I felt like it would be easier for her to go inform someone else about what I had confided in her, rather than if we had our own relationship. When I know I was talking to her every day, I knew what she was doing, who she was talking to, and stuff like that.
Has that caused you to have trust issues now?
Not really, because she didn't betray me or anything, or she didn't tell anyone any of my business to my knowledge. But then again, I didn't give her the real opportunity to. But as far as trust issues, I would say it changed a little bit because losing her as a friend kind of taught me you can't really trust everybody, and everybody isn't there for forever.
So how has that changed your mentality or the way that you look at life or friendships now?
I really do take my time. I'm not so quick to call people friends anymore. That's a very strenuous process before I can accept people into my life now. Because once again, I don't do well with losing people. So it takes a while for me to accept people into my life. And I just view things differently now. I don't put all my trust in anyone very quickly and stuff like that. And as far as friendships, I would have to say, I don't want to say I'm picky, but I guess that's the only word that will actually explain how I am.
And what about relationships? Has that helped or discouraged your relationship life as well? Does it make it harder for you to trust
other
guys?
It does. It makes my trust issues makes it hard for me to trust other guys, and that hasn't always been from just losing friends. It's been from watching how guys treat my friends and stuff like that. So that's where my trust issues come from in relationships. It's hard. It's really hard. I really do live by guilty until proven innocent. So I won't trust you in the beginning. You have to gain trust with me and prove your trust to me.
And how long does that usually take?
It depends on the person. It depends on the person.
Okay. Are you in a relationship now?
No, not actually.
Are you dating or?
I'm seeing someone, yes.
And how's that working out for you?
I'm happy. So I guess it's good for the most part. They say sometimes things are too good to be true, but I hope not.
Hope not either. Well, I'm going to save this conversation for the next session that we have. If you have any questions, just please feel free to contact me. And thank you.
Thank you for having me.